Shalom. Before I begin this video, first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well. And shalom to the whole elect that is also doing this work in all faith, true and sincerity, and giving all diligence. Now, the topic of this video is going to be a follow-up to the recent video which I just did a couple of days ago concerning the contrite in heart and the brokenhearted, because only in that video only went into only went to certain points concerning how we were in a mournful state, or how we are in a mournful state, should I say, because we're still in this captivity. And pertaining to the scripture, it's better to go into the house of mourning. And we're also during this time, man, we came back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai with fasting, mourning, and weeping. All right. But since we came back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, even though we're in that state, we still have the confidence and the faith to go out and to do this work in the hopes that we're part of that 144,000 number. All right, and see, what we're coming into is the marriage of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in which the nation of Israel, starting with the election, along with the 1/3, is going to be joined back with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, which are the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, and the Son's name is Yahweh Shai. All right, so that's the marriage. All right, because Israel is seen, the Most High has likened the nation of Israel as a woman. All right. Now, I may mention that about the bridesmaid, or should I say the bride? The bride is roughly paraphrasing. If the bridegroom is present during that time, the brides, when they're not mourning, but when the bridegroom is taken away, then they shall mourn. And see, we're in that time now to where we're still in that state, but at the same time, we still go out and do the work. We still go out and do what we have to do. All right, so so that we'll be worthy to partake in the marriage. All right, and once again, the marriage is the nation of Israel, starting with the election, being joined back to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and get into these precepts. Let's see. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 25. And I'm starting at verse 1. It says, then shall the kingdom of heaven be likened unto 10 virgins, which took their lamps and went forth to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were wise, and 5 were foolish. They that were foolish took their lamps and took no oil with them, but the wise took oil in their vessels with their lamps. All right. So those is in the know. We know about this parable about the 10 virgins, the 5 that were wise and the 5 that were foolish. The 5 that were wise didn't take any oil in their vessels, while the 5 that were wise took oil in their vessels. So in other words, the oil is talking about the knowledge, the understanding. So the 5 that were wise had I put it to you like this: the five that were wise had the complete understanding, and they weren't lacking. All right, but the five that were foolish didn't take any of the knowledge, wisdom, or understanding. They didn't have it. All right. And so reading on, because also too, there's another precept that backs us up concerning David. He said, "Thou anointest my head with oil." All right, and that my cup run over. All right, and that oil once again represents the knowledge and the understanding of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. And so, reading on, it says, while the bridegroom tarried, all right, because the bridegroom is tarrying right now, man. All right, Yahweh Shai is in the spirit world, waiting on the Heavenly Father to give him the go-ahead to come down and rain hell on these people and destroy this land, which is Babylon and Great in the Scriptures, talking about America, and to deliver the election, which the election is the five virgins that were wise. All right, because there's another precept where it speaks about the election, saying that these roughly paraphrasing, said these were not defiled with women, but are like unto virgins. All right, just roughly paraphrasing the precept. All right. So once again, the five that were wise are the election of 144,000. Okay. And it says, while the bridegroom tarrieth, which he's tarrying now. It also goes into Habakkuk chapter 2, where it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. All right. It says, they all slumbered and slept. All right. Now, the part where it says they all slumbered and slept is when we fell away, because first and foremost, that had to happen in order for the wicked to be revealed. I believe it's in 2 Thessalonians, if I'm not mistaken, where it says, but first there should come a falling away first, and then that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So we had to completely lose our heritage and get it back. First and foremost, we had to lose our heritage in order to find out who the wicked was, man. That's what had to happen. I mean, you know, it's out of our control. That's a part of prophecy. Okay. Now it says, and at midnight there was a cry made. Now midnight represents the height of the night. All right, the height of the night is midnight. All right, that's why you have something called the witching hour, which is at midnight, 12 o'clock, because that's the time to where all manner of wickedness is being conducted, being made manifest. Because especially on Saturday, man, around 12 o'clock, you got all kinds of demons coming out, going to clubs and stuff like that, partying, getting drunk. So once again, it says at verse 6, and at midnight there was a cry made. And what's that cry, man? It says, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him. And it started with Abba Bivens. All right, which we know that's if you can receive it, just like how Yahushua told us that if you can receive it, this is Elias, which is Elijah, which is for to come. It's the same thing, man. If you can receive it, then this is John the Baptist. All right, because scriptures say, "I shall send forth my servant that shall." Rough to paraphrase, it said, "I shall send my servant that will prepare the way of Yahushua." So that was Abba Bivens, man. He prepared the way, and now we're coming back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We're being joined back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That was the cry that was made, man. All right, and see, and we carry on that legacy. All right, it's not the legacy of Abba Bivens, no, man. It's the legacy of Yahushua, man. Going out and doing the work and prophesying. All right, that's the legacy, man. Because Yahushua is the ultimate example of how to conduct yourselves in the ways that are righteous. All right. So there was a cry made at midnight, in which it was still in that hour, man. And you know, after midnight, then there's morning. All right. So after midnight, 12 o'clock, and then as time passes, then you get into the morning hours. All right, because Yahushua is known as the morning star. Now reading on, it says, verse 7 said, then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. All right. And see, that's another thing, man. We have the oil, but the rest of these other Israelite camps don't have the oil. All right. So when that time comes, when all hell breaks loose, they're going to be asking of us of our oil, man. All right, because right now these are the Israelite camps. You know, they're on their own thing. You know, they're not going to listen to what the apostle elders have to say. You know, they're going to continue to be demons. All right. But some of the elect is within those camps. But so we're really this message is really directed at the heads of those Israelite camps. All right. Now I'm gonna read again. Saying, the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out. All right. That fire is taken away, man. That fire is put out. All right, and it reads on. It says, but the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you. So that's pretty much saying that, look, we don't have time to give you our oil, man. All right. Now reading on, it says, but go ye rather to them that sell and buy for yourselves. All right. And guess who the sellers are, man? We're the sellers. All right, because scripture is like, Yahushua made a statement saying that, actually not Yahushua, it's like in Isaiah. It says, look at this cop. It says in Isaiah, come buy wine and milk with no money and no price. It also said, sell the truth and buy it not. So yeah, man. That's why father of wives told the father of foolish, look, go out and buy for yourselves, man. Go to the sellers and buy. Okay? Which really the sellers is the apostle elders, man, because they've been in this thing for years and years on end. And we're still learning. Alright? Now verse 10 it says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came. You see why they were trying to get it, right? The bridegroom came. In other words, it was too late, man. The bridegroom came, and they that were ready went in with them to the marriage, and the door was shut. All right. So the ones of them that was ready, right? The 5 verses, which represents the election. It says the ones that are ready went in, man, and the door was shut. So in other words, that door of mercy is shut, man. That's what it's really talking about. All right, that access to into the kingdom is completely shut off. Okay. Now it says afterward, verse 11, came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us. But he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. All right. And that's how it's gonna be in that time, man. It says, you know, not everyone, like it says in the scriptures, not everyone that says Lord, Lord will enter into the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right. So once again, like I said before, we have the oil. All right. And when that time comes, look, it's not going to be no more talking, man. Okay? Because we're not going to be out there in the highways and byways anymore. And you're not going to be able to get this truth on the internet because the internet is going to be shut off. So everything's going to be regulated in that time, man. And that's during the time of martial law. Okay? Now, going back, let's see. Now I want to get the book of Revelations chapter 19. Revelation chapter 19, verse 7. It says, let us be glad and rejoice and give honor to him, for the marriage of the Lamb is come, and his wife hath made herself ready. All right, because we're, like I said before, man, we're the brides, man. We're the wives. Okay. It says, for the wife hath made herself ready, because the lamb is on his way, man. And he's approaching quickly. As you can see, what's been going on here on the soils of America. Now, verse 8, it says, and to her was granted that she should be arrayed in fine linen, clean and white, for the fine linen is the righteousness of saints. Okay, represents this knowledge, man. These are the garments that we have. All right. Because this reminds me of the in the camp recently put up a video. The title was friend, where's that garment? You know, that's also a parable that Yahushua put forth, man. It's speaking about the marriage. He asked the guy that came in. He said, where did you come from not having a garment? All right, those are the guys that came in unawares. All right. Now, reading on, Revelation chapter 19, verse 9, it says, and he saith unto me, right blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb. And he saith unto me, these are the true sayings of the Most High. All right. So it said, blessed are they which are called unto the marriage supper of the Lamb, which we're coming into real soon, man. which that lamb is Yahweh Shai, man. He said these are the true sayings of the Most High. All right. So once again, man, reiterating what I said at the beginning of the video, this is the marriage supper of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the nation of Israel is going to be joined back with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because really a marriage, if you go into the dictionary, I believe you're going to dictionary.com, you'll be able to find a definition. But the definition for marriage is an agreement between two parties. All right, so really marriage, if you want to break it down even further, it also means agreement or contract. All right, and that contract is the covenant that we're coming into, which is spoken about in the book of Hebrews, man, where it says he will take out the stony hearts within us and put in hearts of flesh, in which that's another topic for another video. Lord willing, I'll be doing a video on that concerning the new covenant that we're coming into when Yahweh Shai returns. Okay. So with that, hopefully I can edify it. Lord willing, I made myself pretty clear, understandable. You know, I might have tripped over some words here and there, but you know, the message was conveyed, and Lord willing, I can was edified with this, man. So with that, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that continue to rule very well, and peace and safety to the hopeful elect that is also doing this work in all faith, truth, and sincerity. And with that, we're going to say shalom.